It's your boy Jazz Tha Supplier, vvcradio.com. We back in the building for the Aries Lounge podcast. You know what I'm saying? This is number 3. You know what I'm saying? I started out with stars. I came back with 100 Grand Man and the bucket list. One of my bucket list, huge high on my bucket list interviews finally came through. Shout out to my girl Raven Paris. Shout out to Where's Buffy, even though y'all wasn't able to make it happen. Even though y'all said y'all was going to make it happen. And it was like, oh, I'm going to reach out and make it happen. But shout out to my dude, Il Fam.
Yes, sir.
Who couldn't make it happen. Yo, but you still my dude. You know what I'm saying? So we back in the building. I got Baltimore's legend. He is a he's a MC.
Yes.
He is a DJ.
Yes.
He is a radio personality.
Yes.
He's a producer of sorts because he does commercials for the radio.
Yes.
So you kind of put that together. That gives you a producer
Yes.
hat. You know what I mean?
Break dancer.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
yes.
Snap. Break dancer.
Graffiti artist.
Graffiti artist. Okay. Husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, father.
Father.
You know what I mean? Brother, maybe?
Brother.
Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? And he is a fellow big dude. You know what I mean? So for all of my brothers in the city, you know what I'm saying? And Beard Gang on deck.
All day.
PorkChop is in the building. How you feeling?
How you feel, man?
I'm feeling great. Yo.
I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy that you're here.
I'm happy to be here.
No. I'm happier that you're here. This is more important to me. This is the most important thing that I've wanted to do in almost 10 years.
And it's a beautiful day. God gave us a beautiful Sunday.
You are so right about that. You're so right. So the reason why I wanted you here is because you have been front row seat to some of the most huge entertainment developments in Baltimore's history. Outside of obviously the renaissance of jazz, we talking about the introduction of urban music, as far as hip hop, R&B.
Like, you sure?
You know what I'm saying? You know, you weren't here for Ella Fitzgerald and all that. No, you weren't there for that. I wasn't here for that. Yeah, right. Back when Pennsylvania Avenue was the crib ball. Like, yeah, when it was really the club scene. But I'm talking about you were here for, man, we was tripping the other day. Like, yo, you was here for the Big Fat Morning Show, my G. Yes. We gonna talk about that. You was there for the evolution of K-Swift.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You was here for LMS, Tim Trees, Paula Campbell, Davon,
that's the whole
Young Leak.
That's the Rod Lee Renaissance era.
Right. Ooh, that's lit.
He changed
Renaissance
what
era.
Baltimore sound like.
Facts.
And it sound like it's about to go back to that kind of sound.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You were there for the whole. I think you came in a little bit after the real jump off of club music. I think you started coming into dominance around the time when club music was kind of hot. Like it was already almost at its peak.
The thing was, I was always in it.
Right.
Because I danced.
Okay.
And I was rapping then.
Right.
I was rapping on a record label called Total Impact.
Okay.
So PorkChop was always rapping. But the club part, I was always in the club though.
Gotcha.
I was a club goer then.
Right.
Then when it switched to Swift and me and L and Swift and James the Great, Buckshot and I won't mess nobody up.
Legendary
and DJ Lucky. And when we started Club Queen Entertainment.
Got you.
And then
that's deep. Yo, if y'all young kids don't understand, it's deep. So all right, we gotta go all the way back.
Well,
First
my mother met my father.
All right.
That far back?
Well, yeah. Well, we want to go back. We want to come forward a little bit. So
okay.
They already did the dirty. You already came about.
So I started watching porn.
Okay, we want to go back a little bit farther than that.
Further than porn?
Are you born east side or west side of Baltimore?
I am born in Paterson, New Jersey. I'm Jersey native.
Stop the podcast, nigga. You not originally born and raised here?
Here's the story.
Okay, go ahead.
So you want the story?
I definitely want the story.
I've been in Baltimore since I was 4 or 5. Okay. So I'm a Baltimorean.
Technically, yeah, you're a Baltimore.
I was just born there.
Right, okay.
And my mother and father, like, most people parents do, to break up, Right. I just remember asking my mother, I do have that memory of asking her, hey, are we in Baltimore yet? And I came here, Emerson Village.
Yeah.
All day. She was like a gypsy, my mom. So I lived on Augusta, Woodridge, Galston Drive. Our first place was Seminole Apartments. And I went to Rocknell Heights. I went to Murray E. Rodman. I went to Lyndhurst. I went to, of course, Rockland,
so
West
you
Baltimore
pretty much
Middle.
went to all of the West Side schools.
Yeah, all in the village.
Yeah, you did a tour of all the
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So PorkChop was doing touring way before it became popular.
Way before that.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Yep, but I've been here too long to not be a Baltimorean.
Word.
If I'm 45,
Eesh.
come on.
Yeah, you old. No,
Yes.
you're not.
I've
You're
been
not.
here
You're not at
41
all.
years.
Okay, so you know what I mean? So you're a West Side dude.
West
but
Side.
with a little bit. I mean, did you ever live anywhere on the East? Or? Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, shout out to the West Side.
Big shout out to the East Side, too.
You know what I'm saying? The junction. Shout out to the East Side later. So anyway, right now we representing over here. So earliest memories, music that's played in the house before you could touch the radio.
I'm going to go with, I can remember a record by Gene Chandler called Rainbow. I can go with Fantastic Voyage. Those songs, those Stevie Wonder songs in the Key of Life, because it was gold. I can remember opening that record and watching, you know, the inside fold out. And
that's crazy. That's
you got me really thinking.
That's
like,
what
damn,
I'm saying.
early record.
Early music.
My mother told me I used to play the record player when I was 2 years old. She said I could go up to the record player and put the needle directly on the groove of the song I wanted to hear without it being skipped and, you know, be in the middle of a song or right on the song.
Word.
So I've been playing with music all my life.
That's crazy. So when you got up to the age to where you could buy your own 8-track tapes, no, I was just saying.
I did have one. I had a reel-to-reel too.
I had an 8-track too. I never had a reel-to-reel. That's way deeper than I could go.
Reel-to-reel, babies. Y'all know nothing about the reel-to-reels.
For real. That's real crazy old. But when you could, because I think by the time you probably started buying your own stuff, it was probably tape days.
No,
so,
it was still 45s.
Okay.
Getting your haircut at the Emerson Village Barbershop.
Got you.
It was a record store right beside it. And they were connected. Like, I could go in the barbershop and go through a door, and then you be in the record shop. So I would be like, Mom, let me get a couple of, let me get whatever, how much a record was back then. $1 maybe. You know, we talking about those prices.
Right.
And go buy a 45 and then go home, put the little spindle on it, the little yellow joint. Have fun.
So what kind of stuff were you buying when can you even remember the first record you bought with your own money?
Hell no.
What? Let me tell you, nigga. Maybe. See, I'm a little younger than you. So me, it was Nas. It was Written. That was
your first record?
It was second. Jeanne was the first because my mom, that was my first CD. Because my mom and dad didn't want me having a whole lot of music with cursing on it. So Jeanne was the first, but then my cousin took me out, and then that's when I got the Nas. That was my first hip-hop joint. My first tapes were Mozart, Beethoven, because my mom, they were cheap. Oh, these are $2 tapes. Get you whatever you want.
I would have taken over those suckers.
Nah, I couldn't. I love them motherfuckers.
Put that little piece of paper in the little corner of the tape.
I know exactly how to do it, bro.
Yes, sir. But put the tape over it.
Word.
I'm going to say if I was born in 73, buying a 45 when I was like in 1979 or 1980, of course, ain't none of that was popping. So I don't know what to tell you what the records was. I know I think the R&B,
most you probably could have got out of that situation was probably the entrance of like a Run DMC or
not
maybe
even that, because Run DMC was maybe 82, 83.
Word. Damn.
84, like that.
You right.
They didn't get started till, that era. So I may be thinking disco, early disco.
Got you.
The transformation of soul into R&B.
Right.
So it was one of them records back then.
Okay. So being that you kind of predate all of that, what was for you your first real experience with hip hop? So like, when did you first?
Marley Scratch.
WEBB
in the basement of my homeboy Dark. We was in his basement and he had a rap group. And it was him and I can't remember my man's name.
What's the name of that rap group?
Oh, I can't remember, but I will tell you this.
The Deaf, it could have been the Deaf Players or
whatever it could have been.
Two funk junks and they always have some crazy
we talking
names.
about King Cut. You want to slide scratch it so nice I could hear it twice, listening to all of that. And I was like, yo, I could rap. I'm gonna go home and write me a rap. I'm gonna bust their ass. I don't know why.
Okay.
And my first rap name was ICE. Don't even ask me.
ICE. That's not bad. I've heard way worse.
Oh, it's gonna get worse because that didn't stop there. It didn't stop at ICE. ICE transformed himself into iRock, like the car.
Oh God!
And I was the international rapper of crushing. We talking 80s. You feel me? If it's the 80s, that's perfect for the 80s.
International rapper of crushing. That's dope. That's dope.
And then Pork Chop came.
So where did Pork Chop come from? The fact
I was
you love pork chops?
playing drum. Yeah, it has a lot to do with pork chops. I'm playing drums in church. Pentecost Baptist. What's up?
Shout out.
Yes, shameless plug.
Definitely.
Our family reunion was here.
Okay.
So I go, leave, everybody at the house. My mother cooked like 30 pork chops. I was like, yo, I can't wait to come home. Can't wait to get back, right?
Dreaming of them joints.
Come back, gone. All 30. I said, yo, who the fuck ate all the pork chops? I was fuming. So my uncle, God rest his soul, he just passed away like a month ago. He the one who actually started it.
Right.
He said, man, you look like a motherfucking pork chop, right? So everybody's all calling me pork chop in the
family,
house, right? When that was a Wednesday. That Friday I go to school, I was at Woodlawn by then. Hey. But, damn. What's up, Woodlawn? I mean, I was drop out, but we'll get to that later.
It happens.
So, I'm trying to talk to a girl on the locker.
Okay.
My girl cousin runs up in between us screaming pork chop, right? So she was like, you don't know who this is? It's pork chop. I was mad as shit. But when she walked away, the girl was like, you should call yourself that because I don't know no rapper's name that. And you rap. So it ain't like you not nice. And I was like, you know what? I'll try that. So I went home. And my first rap was Codename Pork Chop, short term is CM, MC backwards. Codename Pork Chop, short term is CM. Fuck the morning, got you stepping into the PM. That's all I can remember. And then I made an acronym out of that, like I did I Rock. I'm the poetic overseer ruling chaos, causing havoc on poets.
That's hard. I used to rap. I ain't never break down my name or nothing. It was just that.
In the middle of this interview, can we call my wife because I got a missed call?
Oh snap!
Let's see what wife wants real quick.
Oh damn! You want to put her on the podcast?
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Well, yeah, you got to do what you got to do, bro.
All
right, because I'm doing the interview now.
Call me when you're done.
All right.
That was much more demure than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah,
really
she's a moving and shake. I love her, yo.
Okay.
God sent me her. Like.
All right, there's hope. There's hope for the rest of us.
It is. They out here.
Yeah, right.
You got to understand. You got it better than women.
I do.
Look at the gene pool for these niggas.
Yeah, that's true.
These women got it fucked up. Us niggas are fucked up. Y'all all right. The girls are kind of.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. You know, it is what it is. We.
I'm going to get you married then. 2 years married.
This
there you
nigga
go.
said 2 years married.
2 years married.
Shout out.
Man, my wife got married in a week.
Like, y'all met each other and then got married?
Yeah.
In a week?
Yeah.
We got to get back. Yo, you doing too much. I'm
go
trying
ahead.
Chronological
go
order
ahead,
here,
man.
yo.
Go ahead.
So you wrote the first rhyme with the CM and the
Yeah.
boom boom and the poets with the killers and the things. All right, so we got there. So when did you first walk into a studio? Was it like a homeboy house setup?
Yeah, homeboy house. My man John Lampkin, that we went to Woodlawn together.
Okay.
He went to Berkeley School of Music. I used to go to Boston. This is the beginning of me being homeless. That's a whole nother chapter too. But I kept doing music. Kept doing music. And we started making tapes together. We had the 4-track joint, the Tascam, you know.
I had a Tascam.
Shoo, y'all kids are lucky.
Super
y'all
lucky.
Can record on computers all
y'all
day.
Can make real albums.
Try doing that 4-track shit. You fuck up, let's hit the rewind button.
Yep.
Let's do this shit over.
Over again. Unless you learn how to do the little yeah, never mind. I never learned all that shit.
And I rapped on this guy named Gary Thomas jazz album when I was like 21, 22.
Okay.
And went across seas. He had jazz infused hip hop. And he was like, hey, we going on tour. And I thought he meant like, you know, New York. Nah, I've been to Paris. I've been to Munich. I've been to Amsterdam. I've been to Rome. And it's a couple other places. I just can't remember. And this was like 21.
Been to Paris, Munich.
Rapping in front of people who don't understand
English.
But to see people actually be like, you know, in it. What? And at the end, I mean, autograph and all pictures, all that. I don't have none of that shit, yo.
Did they? So when you said the word pork chop, did they know what you meant?
I guess. You feel me?
My name's Pork Chop.
I guess.
Dinner time.
Hell yeah! I was like, good night. I thought I was doing something.
So just off
I was
of one
older
of you
and did it now. You know, I wish I couldn't. What I knew now, then,
right.
I would have did something different.
Right.
So I can be like, yo, here you go.
Right.
You know?
Right. I completely understand. Like the first time I did radio 10 years ago, I recorded it and I lost the recording, and it's a good thing because I said so much effed up stuff that I'd probably get punched in the eye by the people I was talking about, but it was still a classic moment
for you, for your soul.
Yeah, for me.
Believe me, I wish I still had some of the. I'm still looking for 2 fucking songs, yo, that my man produced. One of them was called Farmageddon, and I don't even know the other one, what it was called, but I swear they was the best songs I ever did.
Word.
To date. Like, fuck that. I want to find them songs. I
still got all my best songs, but the bad ones I got rid of. So, like, those 4-track records, before I went digital,
right?
They gone. You ain't never going to hear them or see them again. I made sure that they were properly burnt and destroyed to a crisp.
Nah, man, you're supposed to keep them. Because one day you're going to look, one day sitting in your chair, you're going to be like, I wonder how they sound.
First of all, I had to find a Tascam 4-track to goddamn play them on. I ain't even got that motherfucker.
That's easy.
That broke. Oh, you got one of your liquors? I got one in the house.
I can make sure you get that. That's easy.
Word. But anyway, look, we're going to get off again. We getting off. So you tour the world.
Yes.
You come back, and then what happens at that point? Is it yo, let's lock in to the studio?
No, it's let's find something to eat and find somewhere to live.
Okay.
After that little bit of money was gone, and I was homeless for like 2 to 3 years.
So where were you? Were you just like couch hopping? And
I don't even call that part of being homeless. That was the beginning. Mm-hmm. The couch hopping. My man JP, my man Jonathan, my man J House, and there's also Crim and there's Snow and a lot of people houses, and you go to somebody's house and you just old school word for you wear your welcome out. Our parents be like, hey, this nigga gotta go.
Well, that's your homeboy, so he gonna come and then it get late and you're like, yeah man, just go ahead and crash out. And then the next day you make some food and then
that gets tied early. So then it was Drew Hill Park, Douglas, dumpsters.
Wow.
Especially during snow. Like the wintertime, homeless is way different from the summer. Mm-hmm. Way different. Like I feel like we could hold heat. We can be on a step all day. You can be somewhere and just let me get a bottle of water, let me get something to eat. But when it's cold, that's a whole nother dynamic, yo. That's why I can't go back mentally. There's no way. I thank God that I went through it, though. So I'm going through it. You feel like, God. But 20 years later, I can look back and be like, thank you. Because it made everything you go through make you the man who you are.
Facts.
No matter what you're doing.
Facts. Agreed. So how did you transition out of that?
You know what's funny?
And then
I don't know. God blocked certain things out my mind that I'm happy that I can't remember it. I can remember being with a friend of mine named Amani and sleeping on her floor in her bedroom. And then I got with Swift. And then I got my own place.
Right.
And then it came my own house. And then it
turned into the mansion.
Yeah.
And the yacht.
I wish. And you know what? I don't.
Jet.
Remember that stuff about being homeless and how you block stuff out? I remember it was a time that I used to want everything out of life. I want exactly what I got. I got my family. Fuck all them cars. Fuck all that money and all that. I mean, it's cool.
Right.
But you got to be careful what you ask this universe for. And I asked God for a great wife and a great family. And that's what he gave me. So I can't even be like, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm trying to find this thing right here. Hold on, it's a motherfucking. And I'm sorry to be eerie like that white dude from the
motherfucker, you ain't saying nothing. That's an 850i right there.
Now my question, I'm trying to figure out when we got to that. When do we get to that?
Y'all see this shit?
I bought that out of Mondawmin Mall, the
Cool.
second floor, up in the. I think I paid shit. What the fuck?
$3.99 probably.
Hell no. Well, they jacked me for more than that. It was like $8.99 or something like that.
Good.
That LMS's first joint, LMS's first single, which I got in here.
That's what your ass gets. It's supposed to.
See, LMS and then I got all.
One thing about Total Impact Records, and big shout out to Tez, Mono, and Phils, is that those dudes were business street. Not street business.
Facts.
Business street. They got all that street shit, but they knew how to put business first, right? Us, LMS, Norm Scola, it was a couple that got it.
Right.
And everybody didn't get it at this moment in Baltimore hip-hop history. Like, big shout out to The Firm. Big shout out. I was with the crew called New Testament. Yo, we got it. And to get to this level, I remember our video was on Jukebox.
Right.
We was #1 in Baltimore for 4 weeks.
That's crazy.
Because my Under Pressure video, which is the second song on here. Yeah.
It's a hard EP, dog. So when did that come out?
This
I mean, I know it came out in '98 because that's what
I
it says
saw
on
it
there.
right there, yeah.
But I'm saying, so where were you in the transition period? So
I was still, this was Living with Jonathan. That's Bentlow.
Right.
7 North Bentlow. Yeah.
And you got, that's your BMW?
Hell no.
Okay.
I wouldn't be living with Jonathan. But that's my guy. This was, look at that. I kept it all the way Village. All songs, look at J Funk. All songs produced by Jay Carter for Royal Carryout Music, nigga. What? That was my
Royal Carryout.
Come on. Let's go.
This is real. This is so real.
I'm going to check out Royal Carryout Music, see if I got a check coming. But that was the beginning of the end. Okay. That was me getting myself together. Okay. Because they had a great help. Even though being a man and having men help me, to this day, I look at Phil's, Mono, and Tez as father figures. To this day, I will call them on Father's Day and be like, yo, happy Father's Day. Word. For me being your son. Like, people need those type roses, man. That's a thank you and a half. Yo, thank you for looking out for me, for taking care of me. I thank God for everything, man.
That's lit. So what was it like being in the studio? Like, were you...
This was...
I need to know. You got to give me the details.
Big Hat material. I will swear to you on everything I love. I think Mono made me redo that song in the studio. I want to say like at least 15 times because that's one verse.
Wow.
And he did not like the way it went down and kept us like, he was sitting in the chair. Mono, big dude, was like, nah, you got to do it again, champ. I was like, for real? All right. From Mangles to Mansions, the breaking fingers and spinal fractures. I seen like Richard Stern snitches and tough. He was like, damn. So the last time I took my shirt off, I took my shorts off, I took my shoes off, I had on my drawers, and I went in, and he was like, there you go. And that's the version you hear.
Wow.
That
dude's crazy.
As soon as I touched it, I was like, damn it. And I'm ashy. Damn.
So was this supposed to turn into an album? What was the
this
plan
one was supposed to have happened.
All right, yeah.
Single, little EP single. We didn't even think about it being an EP. That's why the word EP.
That wasn't the time. Yeah, that wasn't the time period. It was that was a maxi single.
And we put out single after single after single for buzz reasons. Like they were smarter than fuck bringing that album out. Right. Let's get the buzz so when the album come out, people will buy the album.
Right.
You know, at times all things happen, shit happen, and we never got to that point. You know, the music changed after a while, and I just we all felt it like something had happened.
Right.
I can't even tell you what. It just stopped happening.
So what? All right. So from
What's
that,
funny is I keep holding this mic and keep putting it away from myself, and my brain keep being like, "Hey, yo, you got a mic in your hand," and I keep bringing it back because I'm not
the same thing
on the radio. No, I'm used to that,
right?
And I ain't got to worry about holding it, but that's fine. Pause.
It's all good.
That's for Jay Claxton. Pause. As I say, you so holding it.
Shout out to Jay Claxton. Yeah, right. Hey,
I got ADHD.
Okay, cool.
Understand that.
I got you. No, it's all good. We in there.
I'm gonna get it back.
No, it's all good. So after this, all right, and you know the journey things started to fall apart. How did you start transitioning into doing the club music, and then how did that transition
Club
into
music
92Q?
didn't start till you. That question is later.
Okay. So all right, give me the story after this.
Transitioning from this to 92Q first.
Yeah.
Swift owned a record pool called Club Queen Record Pool. That's when I said I was sleeping on Imani floor and all that.
Right.
She was like, yo, I need you to do me a favor. You want to work with us at the station? And I didn't give a fuck. Like, it wasn't even oh, yeah. It was all right, you know, I wasn't doing shit with my life. Fuck it.
Word.
So I became her and Reggie's producer for Off the Hook Radio for free.
Oh, okay. All right, I understand that now. Totally makes sense.
For 2.5 years every day. No money. Only money I was coming in with is hosting parties. And that wasn't a lot then.
Right.
And remember then, the only host you had was me, Buckshot, Big Mama,
right.
S. Dot, and K Life.
Was Miss Tony hosting at the time?
Miss Tony was at his decline. I don't think he had passed yet. But, you know, he was there.
Because I remember a time.
He was elite then. You
right,
feel me?
Right. He was
super
a monster.
Elite.
See, but I remember a vivid time around a little bit after this, at 9899, I'm going to Paradox, and you would be hosting, and then Tony would come right behind you.
This is what would happen. Rod Braxton, K.W. Griff would super headline the docks.
Right. Me
and Big L would just be in the docks like this on them, you know. One day I go to Rod, I was like, yo, you should let my man open up. L. I think the world of that nigga. Like, I think he's one of the best DJs this city ever seen, ever gonna see, and never will see. And he gave him a shot, you know, got on. So then Big Tony would be like, well, if L on would, I'll let you get on.
Right.
So y'all could do that, and we'll do that. This when club and house was
everything.
So, just like at Twilight Zone, Big Tony, Swift, and this is when who was at Twilight? Conan and Reggie was still at Twilight, but when they started going out, Big Tony would stay at Twilight, and then Swift would do the club. So Big Tony would stay on the mic with her doing club, and then me and L would get on with hip hop, and that would be his MC for that.
Okay.
So both of them times kind of happened at the same time.
Right.
So that's how it all started.
But I vividly remember that, like, yo, we would get pre-drunk.
Of course.
Before we get in the Paradox.
Why the fuck not?
And you would be fucking going off in that bitch. And we would be sweating from head to toe. And then Tony come in and it'd be a whole nother level.
Dynamic.
And, you know, Paradox speakers was like bigger than human beings. They were just...
And it ain't even the speakers. Like, people don't understand Tony. I mean, Wayne Davis, that system, as big as people say the speakers are, you saw the shit behind us. That shit went through so many compressors and has so many different amps. Clean music.
Crispy, dog.
And that's what it was about, yo. It set the vibe. It set the tone to your mind right. Everything is on frequency. That shit sounded great to make us have a great fucking time. Fights and all. Fuck it. But we had fun.
But it's just like when you heard the club music back then, it was in your whole body because it was just like you said, it was compressed, it was clean. Them 808s was so banging, and it was just all over the place. It was just ridiculous. So, and then your energy, Miss Tony, excuse me, Big Tony's energy.
I get it. It's hard. It's hard.
That's my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
For one more time for Jay Claxton, I'm gonna pause myself because I said it's hard 3 times. But And I don't know why. It's only him, yo.
No, it's all good.
I just feel like he listening.
He's the next. I'm interviewing him next. So it's just like.
So Jay,
perfect.
when you hear this,
you know what it is.
I wish I could be here when you do, Jay. Oh, pause again.
Yeah, this is gonna be a classic moment.
Yes,
but
man.
Yo, that paradox was such at that time period.
Yes.
I don't know what it was after 2000, 2001, because I moved out of state. So I was in Atlanta for 10 years. So like after that, when I came back, it was just like they were shutting it down and
now it's completely gone.
Right. And I, now they talking about reunions, but like you said, the sound isn't the same. The personalities aren't the same. The energy isn't the same, as it was. And I'm not trying
just
to cry
because you pour
milk.
syrup on shit don't make them pancakes.
Facts. So
and I say that to say this. What came out, man? You want me to point at?
What?
Just because you make a beat don't make you a producer. Just because you write a rap don't make you a MC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's levels to everything you do in life. I just want to make sure y'all understand that before you put yourself out there for your talent. Yo, own your skill. Hone your skill before you do anything else, before you stamp to say what you want. At the beginning, Jay gave me all those accolades, but they were true because it was years behind everything he said.
Right.
I am a fucking graffiti artist. I draw my ass off because I've been drawing for years. Mm-hmm. I am an MC. I got proof.
You MC on both levels. You MC as in the writer and the artist, but then MC as hosting,
and hosting.
phenomenal.
Just because you grab a mic and talk on a mic at a club don't make you a host either.
Facts.
Like sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. People ain't come to the club to hear you talk. They came to hear the music.
Facts. Thank you.
I'm just telling you some real shit.
People like when I host because they say I talk when necessary.
Right.
I'm not here to be all over the mic the whole night, the whole time. Like, I relay what needs to be relayed, and I keep the energy up. And sometimes the energy just is to let the music ride.
Yep.
Sometimes you need to talk, sometimes you need to let it ride.
Completely facts.
So getting back into you spending that time producing, you know what I mean? When did you get on payroll? Was it the Big Fat Morning Show time?
No. It was being a board op.
Okay.
That's when they came in there on a Wednesday. I never forget. And our boss, Victor Starr, was like, well, I got some bad news to tell some of y'all. Something that happened in another city.
Right.
With an intern or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They was like, we will not have no more volunteers or interns. This was a Wednesday. So I looked at Swift. I looked at Reggie. And they looked, of course, I was there. And I was like the only one at the meetings. I don't know why none of the other interns and volunteers never came to the fucking meetings. But by that time, I was in, 2.5 years. I'm trying to do what I got to do. I'm already doing commercials by then. Big shout out to MG, the super producer. MJ, the super producer. He used to produce for Conan Show.
Right.
So he taught me how to put the commercials in, how to do it, how to edit, everything. And then Wednesday, I wake up, my phone ring. Hello? Hey, Chop, this is Victor Starr. I run the board? I was like, well, I know I run the board. I've done it before. He's like, just listen to me. We tripping and shit.
Right.
I need you to come in tomorrow and fill out this paperwork. And you can start being a board op. It don't pay much. And I was like, hey, fuck it. I ain't doing nothing. Story of my life. I ain't doing shit.
You wasn't getting paid shit.
Right. I wasn't getting paid shit.
So now you're getting a little something.
So now I'm getting $8.50 an hour.
Dang, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to be cursing. Sorry, mama number 2.
Oh, we ain't supposed to curse?
No. You can curse as much as you want to.
Oh.
But for her, I'm trying to wean myself off of the cursing.
It's going to be a long time, mama, number 2 for me.
Wow. I haven't even started drinking yet, and I'm definitely about to. But go ahead. No, the cups is right here. Right. I want to wait till we get to the break, and then we're going to...
There's a break?
Yeah, we're going to take a little bit of a break.
Why not? Why?
Why? Because the cameras need to cool down.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that.
No, not the second.
Break then.
Yeah. We can get into it. If you want to start now, you can start.
God damn it. What is it going to be, man? God damn it. Drop the damn cup.
Boy, oh boy.
Thank you.
Boom, we in there. So anyway, don't forget, subscribe to the channel. I told you I forgot to say it in the beginning. At vvclife, you know what I'm saying, on Instagram, on YouTube, and then follow me on Instagram at JS1THASUPPLIER and Aries Lounge. Also, don't forget to drop a comment, like, and share it to somebody else. And don't forget, follow my man PorkChop. It's PorkChop, everything spelled correctly, 410 on Instagram. So, continue, sir. You were telling us how you were filling out the paperwork. You are now officially a board op, meaning now you are becoming a paid employee of the Radio 1 family.
Yeah, so board op into, and that was running the shows for Swift and them live at Hammers.
Got you. Okay. Thank you.
That's what it was.
Oh, I'm about to. I'm gonna get into it in a minute. I just want to make sure I'm secure.
Why you turned it that way? When post people supposed to see it?
No.
Oh, no, you don't post to let people see it?
No, you're not supposed to have the branding. It's a thing. It's a YouTube thing.
Oh, all right. Well,
don't worry about it. It's still black owned, Negroes. Just know that we support our own.
Bitches.
Facts. So on papers, you were doing Hammerjack. You were board op for
what's the club out? Silver Shadows.
Okay.
I was board opping for that.
What happened to Silver Shadows?
It's finished. That's it.
Okay, cool. All right, I'll let it go.
I forgot the owner name. She was lovely.
Niggas looking at me like I shouldn't have said nothing. Why did you mention sweater?
Right.
Sorry, my bad.
Don't bring that shit up.
It's a sore spot for Baltimore. Like.
It's and then it went from that to Rap Attack. I remember Butterman had the first of all, before that happened, we lost a great person, JB the Bald-Headed Wonder, from cancer, and Butterman and I think it was Mike Nice was doing Rap Attack, and then Raw Mad Flavor was doing Rap Attack, and then one day they was like, "Yo, can you come in on a Sunday and help out?" You know, and I was like, "All right, cool." Now it's a story.
I got my own CD.
It's a story that goes in between that.
Word.
92Q was looking for a QJ.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. I go down there at 5 in the morning. There was a line of us. I was number 52. Never forget it. Going to the little studio part. They all got it set up like the room look right now, but it was Nikki and Conan and Reggie and everybody was there. And I was kind of excited. So they was like, pick a number from 1 through 6. I said 4. They put up the 4th card on the board. So it looked like the line as we read now, but bigger.
Right.
So they said, all you got to do is fill in the blank and give us your best break. And I remember what I said. I still remember my break. BMOS92Q.com. Hey, Jay-Z's coming to town, and we got your tickets. Be the 29th caller when we tell you to call in, and they could be yours. It's 92Q. Something to that effect. They all looked at each other, said, all right, you know. Next day I get a call. It's like, hey, we need you to come in. You was one of the finalists. Me, Poet, and whoever the guy name is. Me, whoever the guy name is, and Poet is on co-show Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Friday, they was going to announce the winner. I'm sitting at my aunt's house, around my family, and that shit was like, and the winner for QJ is Poet. I was like, what the fuck? My heart jumped down my stomach. My aunt and them was like, cut the radio off. And I cut the radio off, and I was sad. Of course, I know, shit.
Right.
I wasn't mad at Poet at all.
Right.
Because we have a friendship that's great. Like,
right.
But just think, yo, I don't, to this day, that other guy, I want to know who that was. I still want to know just to be like, yo, you was at the, you know.
Right.
Damn.
I don't know who the other guy was. I wish I could help.
Yo, Steve.
So,
What's up, Steve?
what's up, Steve?
I don't even know if that's his name. Like,
yo, you probably delivering pork
but
chops.
But you know what the sad,
know.
but you know how life is? That wasn't God's plan for him.
Right.
So whatever he is doing is even
okay, I
greater.
thought you had like a build-up story. I was about to be like, word, so you know what he does.
No, I said I don't know Steve.
So this was just a random religious moment you just had.
But what I'm saying, you was like, he might be delivering pork chops. And I'm like, no. We can't even say that because he might be director or something.
Director of delivering pork chops. Why that gotta be? Why
he can't be great though? Why he gotta be delivering pork chops?
Pork chops can't be great. Somebody gotta eat the pork chops. I love pork chops. If somebody was to come and bring me pork chops, yeah, I'd be like,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you like
why you gotta give him a fucked up job though? Steve ain't
what you gotta
like
do
chops.
is stop trying to be jobist. Don't try to rate one job better or worse than another. Like it is what it is.
Steve is he could be Steve Bisciotti, all we know.
He probably could be. Or he could be delivering pork chops.
Fuck it, he delivering pork chops for Oscar Mayer.
Right.
That's Oscar Mayer wait?
I don't even know. Now,
that's another whole show.
Yeah, that's
somebody find that out. Do they deliver? Do they
How
make
much time
chops?
we got left before you gotta go to your break? Okay, cool. So
seconds or minutes? Cause I was going to be like, we back.
So you still at board op though? You don't get a chance.
Shit, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll be buying that today.
Okay.
That shit, all right.
Okay.
It got like an after woody taste. Pause. Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's amazing. Oh, yeah. I might have found something new. Thank you.
It's all good. You hang with real alcoholics here. So
it's like coconutish or vanilla-ish. See? Yeah.
We don't know. It doesn't matter if it's a word or not. So
what, vanilla-ish?
We getting back into
why
the
you on my back, yo?
Get back into the timeline. I'm trying to get to the Big Fat Morning Show. God damn it! Like,
oh no, man! I told you I got ADHD.
So you didn't get the job, but you still board opping.
Yeah, so I'm in the building.
Okay, cool.
I'm still in the building.
You're still in the building.
Rap Attack goes on and do what it do. Now we got Big L on Rap Attack, so it's me, Raw, Matt Flavor, and Big L. Get another call. They want me on morning show.
Right.
They switched the morning show up. They took Troy off, put me on.
Right.
There was a big whoops to Kyle over that shit.
Do you know why? It's been a long time, so it don't fucking matter now. Come on.
I mean, I keep everything, politically correct.
Got you.
The way it happened was fucked up. Mm-hmm. Why it happened, I have no idea.
Got you.
I was still green, so I don't know why.
Right.
But the way it went down was fucked up. So,
like most corporate gigs, when they make changes, probably. It's always grimy.
So, it was me, Mark, Sanjay. And I never get a moment that changed my fucking life, yo. A lady called in and was like, I don't know why the fuck they got rid of Troy for you. You're ignorant. You don't know what you're saying. You sound stupid. And I sat there listening to this lady, and I almost, teared up. I was like, yo, I've never heard nobody say some shit like that to me. And Mark stood up and, kind of leaned on her. Mm-hmm. You don't even know what he been through. You don't know nothing about this guy. I understand you like Troy. I get that. But when he said that and stood up for me, man, I looked at Mark Clark a whole nother way. He's also one of the godfathers of my son too now.
Cool.
So
cool. So we gotta get him in for an interview too. So yeah, that'll be lit.
I don't know how you're gonna get Mark in this bitch.
All right. So look, we gotta go to a commercial, I guess. And we're gonna come right back. Y'all keep it locked right here, the Aries Lounge Podcast, vvcradio.com. Don't go
Toss Lounge Podcast.
Okay, and we're back. I mean, Aries Lounge Podcast.
Don't, but I ain't say the shit.
Yeah, it's cool. We got PorkChop in the building.
For be two hosts in this motherfucker. Oh, nigga, we interviewing somebody today. Wake your ass up. It's still surreal, yo.
Word. She was a giant in the city as far as
I don't look at it as radio. She's my friend.
Not radio, but just club.
All of that.
Radio,
all of that.
Doing all types of stuff.
She's my friend.
She was definitely.
You feel me? It's different. I can't even explain what she did for the city, even though I know what she did. I can't explain her radio sense, even though I know what she did. I can tell you that I miss her. I miss her presence. I told the Baltimore Sun came in and interviewed me and Squirrel and Kelson, and what I miss the most is coming to work, seeing in the hallway, and I would grab her and we would do a slow dance. And we'd be like, hey, what you doing today? She'd be like, well, after work, I got to do this, that, and the third. And then she'd be like, what about you? I'm like, I'm just going to play some Mario Kart maybe and whatever the fuck. And then I kiss her cheek and that's how we part ways. That shit. That's that shit.
That's a fly.
You got to get the fuck out the interview.
Facts.
It bothered me. But, you know, all that other shit is zero matters to me. I lost my mother June 19th. I lost Swift July 21st. I can remember seeing Swift at my mother's funeral when I'm leaving the funeral, and she was standing there with her mother, and she just smiled, and I was like, thank you. And I kept moving. And then the day she passed, she had a pool party, and I remember going, let me call her because I'm going where me and Elle did the one. And I was on my way to go there.
Right.
And I called her 3 times. She didn't answer the fucking phone. And I'm like, she must be having a fucking ball. Let me hold up. So then Plus Love, who used to work with 92Q,
Right.
he worked for 911. He was like, yo, are you near Swift? I was like, I'm on my way over there. He was like, man, we just got a call from Kia Edgerton. And I was like, hold on, let me try again. So I called her again, and then Kelson called me. And I'm never going to forget how he sound. That shit, I don't think I'm ever good. That shit can't be erased. Like, certain shit you remember, and then you be like, damn, I forgot. I went from the Baltimore Orioles Stadium to Good Samaritan, and I'm trying not to exaggerate, because it was no exaggeration, in maybe 15 minutes. I did 130 top.
Wow.
And I broke my steering wheel driving so fast. Like, it cracks. If I still had that 300, you could see the crack in both of the, where the horn at.
Right.
It's a crack in both sides of it. Because I was, like, manhandling it. I went through the toll, everything. Like, I was, like, lightning. And I get out the car, and next thing I know, motherfuckers walking up to me like, yo, chill out, chill out. And I'm like, get the fuck out my face. Like, what the fuck y'all mean chill out?
Right.
And why the fuck is y'all up here? So I'm going in there. The first person I see was my girl, Tia Middleton. And she telling me, of course, Kelson had already told me.
Right.
But he would just hysterically, he was hysterical. And I saw her mother, and nurse was like, well, can't nobody come back here, I'm not saying she was being a bitch at that moment, because she was doing a job.
Right.
But she was a little bit off. And I was like, I want somebody to kick you in your teeth. Like, that's the first thing I thought of. But her mother, like, side-swiped her and was like, he's fine. And I saw my girl. I saw one of my best friends just laying there. That shit hurt my soul. Like, the fuck? And to this day, I still be like, what the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here. I still don't believe it. Like, I know, because I'm an adult. I get it.
Right.
But get the fuck out of here. I miss her, yo. I miss that girl.
There's so much of a gap in the game as far as just that blending of the personality with the ability. You know what I'm saying? Between DJ and the personality, the radio personality, and then just her as a human being personality. And it was just like after she moved out of away, permanent vacation. I don't know exactly how to say it. It seems to have still been a hole left.
It still
everything.
is.
And I don't know, how do you feel that?
You don't.
Or what do we...
You don't feel magic. You don't feel Michael Jordan's shoes. You move on. You don't feel...
There's still a gap
Michael
in the NBA
Jordan, Michael Jackson. You feel me? You don't feel Prince. You don't feel it.
Right.
you move and you have conversations like this and be like, yo, who was dope? But such and such. Right. That's how you get your LeBron and Michael Jordan. You get that. Right. You know, but just think, it's been 10 years and we haven't had a Swift conversation yet about Swift and somebody else.
Who, what was her goals? What was she trying to accomplish?
I don't know.
Y'all never talked about it?
Because she was the first to accomplish it.
But I'm just saying.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. But she never talked. She
was moving at a level that we didn't see.
Right.
So I can't explain to you the goal when she was in it.
Right.
She was accomplishing the
everything
goals
she wanted
as she was moving. Just think that MTV shit.
Right.
That was dope.
Facts.
She was on tour, going across seas, mixing.
Right.
Having
all of y'all underneath.
And big shout out to Sean. Like, you got to talk to Sean about the gold spot.
Word. You know what?
I felt like
I never really got into it with Sean about Keith.
I felt like we was not this sexually, but soulmates. Mm-hmm. We didn't talk about work. We talked about life. How you feeling? Are you good?
Right.
Fuck this shit on this earth. We never talked about, hey, what you want to be doing in 5 years? Who gives a fuck? Not at all.
Am I the only one that does that with his friends? I mean, and my friends hate me for that because I'll be like, yo, what you trying to do? Where you trying to go? Where do you want to take stuff? And they'd be like, nigga.
The only shit I talk to people about now, and you can't be doing the same shit you've been doing 10 years ago now.
Facts.
That's the only, you can't do that.
Facts.
If you're still doing the same shit you was doing 10 years ago, you're not going to grow up. Even if you're grown, you're still not growing. Our whole purpose on this earth is what Stevie Wonder said, is the key of life, and it's to be happy. What are you doing to control your happiness? What is making you happy? Mm-hmm. You're doing it. Mm-hmm. But after you do this, you want to do it on a bigger level.
Facts.
And then you want to do that on a bigger level.
Facts.
Because it's all go back to being happy. Mm-hmm. This shit makes you happy. Mm-hmm. Being with my wife and my kids make me happy. Mm-hmm. Every fucking thing else is secondary. And that's why I'm loving life right now. Because niggas be chasing the wrong things.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Facts. So my next question to you is, when is the PorkChop album dropping?
Never. Never.
So, all right, so did you ever have a desire to maybe transition into television? I ain't talking about the album. But I'm talking about like TV or doing.
I want to do movies. I ain't gonna lie. I think I can act.
Like writing in. Oh, you wanna act?
Yeah, I want to be the fat nigga.
You a personality? You should
I wouldn't know. That has nothing to do with movies. Remember being a personality? It had nothing to do with being in a movie.
Access, my G. Access.
I don't know the access.
What do you mean?
I got sock puppets. You think I'm playing?
Pause.
I got sock puppets.
Pause.
Because if that's my talent and that's something I like, I'm going to start doing this. You 39. You don't remember Sifo and Ali?
No, I remember that. But is that when you say I'm acting, you saying sock puppets is it? Or?
No, that's part of the...
But what I'm saying is you have people that come that are in the filming industry that come through those doors.
They don't.
50 Cent came in there.
When was that?
Like a couple years ago.
Couple?
Uh-huh.
You know, couple is 2.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
They told me he can't do that. I guess they lied.
Who's these they guys?
We'll talk about they off air. So
you know where I thought you was going to while I'm sipping this?
All right, go ahead.
I don't think you ready for this one.
Shout out to Bumbu. Lil Wayne. Shout out to Wayne.
You talked about Swift, right?
Right.
You ain't gonna talk about how she passed away?
I don't want to get into the details of a mysterious pool accident.
Accident?
Or if that's what I mean, or whatever. I heard it was a pool accident or...
What came out more?
Okay.
I thought the girl was killed.
We lit. Can we get some more detail? Since we have wandered...
I will tell you this. And this is my personal belief.
Okay.
And I've been holding this in my chest. It's year 10.
Okay. Please let it off your chest.
Can you understand that Not because you might see a tear roll out because I feel like this is that moment.
Hold on,
I don't need that. I don't definitely don't need no. I'm gonna let that shit roll.
Okay.
But when I got to the hospital, it was a police officer, it was our aunt, and it was me and Kelson. And he was like, I need y'all to go outside to find out who was at the party.
Right.
Kelson was there, but he left.
Right.
And then he got the call from her sister. Mm-hmm. So we go outside, and we had Good Samaritan. Yo, by this time, I swear to you, it had to be about 300 people outside. I mean, the hospital was fucking packed. We get out there. You, me.
Right.
I'm Kelson.
Right.
The cop. His aunt. Her aunt. I'm fucking crying my ass off.
Right.
Hey, yo, we need the names of people who was at the pool party. And don't nobody move. I was like, I look at Kelson. Of course, I'm like this. He taller than me. So
Facts.
had to put a little funny right there real quick. And I said, yo, who the fuck? Like, I went from 0 to 100. Like, how the fuck we all here?
Right.
And ain't none of y'all niggas was at the pool party? So why the fuck y'all here? How the fuck y'all even know she in there? How the fuck, like.
Right.
So then people start walking up. It's a piece of paper they put on a clipboard. So it's about 8 or 9.
2 seconds. I need somebody to plug my laptop up before it dies. Because I've just noticed that. Continue, sir. I apologize.
No. You gotta do that part. Because that motherfucker will be like,
right. And then all that information.
We get right to the one part.
Right. You get to the
like,
juiciest part. The person who killed her was.
But
Go ahead.
But there's about 10 names on the paper. And it's a girl in front of me. Mm-hmm. It's a girl right here. Mm-hmm. This girl says, yeah, that's probably was all in PorkChop. It wasn't a lot of people. She walks away. This girl was like, fuck nah. There's about 30, 40 people there. I was like, and I'm giving you something I never expressed to a lot of people.
Right.
You feel me? That was my first, like,
something
funny.
Just
my,
Right.
And then, what made me real mad is that somebody tried to steal something out of our house while we was at the hospital. So me, L, and a bunch of niggas and DJs, we was there. She used to live on Arizona Avenue. We jet down there. Police already there.
Right.
Locking motherfuckers up. Well, I think it was like 2 guys or whatever. I don't know. Now I'm like, nah. Now I'm really like, wait a minute. So now, when you ask a motherfucker who was there, what happened to Swift, it's always, well, I was in the house. Well, I didn't see it. I was in the bathroom. Well, I was drinking. I was upstairs smoking. Nobody
knew nothing.
Saw that actual happening. Kelson always told me when he left, she was in the pool, she got out the pool, put on her regular clothes. And they said she jumped in the pool. So you can try to tell me my girl was in the pool, got out the pool, put on regular clothes.
Fully dressed.
And then said, fuck it, I'ma
jump back in the pool.
Go back in the pool. That's just my shit. 10 years. Right? Let's say it was an accident. Let's say something happened.
Right.
Everybody should say the same shit. No matter what the fuck happened.
It should all be a consistent story.
If we right now on this podcast and you get up and slip and break your ankle, all of us gonna be like, yo, he got up and we was, chilling, he broke his ankle. Everybody shit gonna be the same.
Agreed.
That's why I don't like it. It smell funny to me. That's all. My fault.
You good.
That's why my logic is different. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I'm completely on the outside, didn't know no details. And I sat on the front porch smoking a black and mild, drinking and saying, something happened to her. Because there's always been mixed emotions pertaining to her as far as certain people in the industry being the less intelligent street individuals might have been feeling some kind of way, or it could have been high up people. It could have been anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Baltimoreans we be mad. When you see somebody successful, you just mad. Like, even when you come down to the scooter situation, it's like, yes, he was, everybody cried and there was rallies in the streets, but the day before that nigga died, there were people like, man, fuck Scooter. But then after he passed away, it's like, oh, he was the greatest. Oh, ah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
And it's just always.
Ain't you tired of that shit? Like, I'm so tired.
I've been
like, we got to, when we gonna get better? When?
Agreed.
Is this city is gonna learn how to just be like, you know what?
You want to know why I say that's why what I'm doing, I feel as though is important. It's because until we start learning to value our own stories and recognize that we're great within ourselves, your journey is a great journey. K Swift's journey is a great journey. Sean Caesar's journey is a great journey. You are the equivalent of a Angie Martinez in our city. You know what I'm saying? And Angie Martinez is a DJ, not personality out of New York, who's very popular for hosting
those
radio.
That don't know.
If you don't know.
She that shit, nigga.
Right. You know what I mean?
You know why she the shit? What you're doing is gonna make you be that. Niggas gonna be like, I'm the supplier of somebody. The next people gonna look at you.
Facts.
Because we need this shit.
Right.
And everything happens for a reason. It was a reason it didn't happen then.
Of course.
Because these stories wouldn't have been
here.
You feel me?
Stories need to be told. Like, people need to know everything you went through. Why? Because there's gonna be somebody that's gonna come behind, that's gonna watch the video and hear your story and be like, damn, he was homeless like I was homeless. So that still means I could get up and I could still be great.
I got my GED when I was 36.
That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
36.
Shout out to you, my G.
I went to college. I went up copping.
Shout out to copping.
I joined the fraternity, the illustrious Iota Phi Theta Fraternity Incorporated.
I have no idea what that sound. What it is.
It's right here. My whole stomach's dedicated to my fraternity.
That's a lot of.
Hold on, that should drop right
there. Yeah, you got it on camera. Oh God.
That's it.
I'm good. Go ahead, do your thing. You go for the camera.
Everything happens for a reason.
Facts.
You know, on the radio every night, ever since I crossed in 09, I say I-5, I say K-Swift forever, Squirrels say dumb ain't slick, and I hit you with the illustrious I-5. Shout out. Everything happens for a reason. I'm a believer in the universe. I stopped being religious years ago. I'm very spiritual. All this connects.
Agreed.
Everything connects and happens for reasons. Nothing happened by chance.
Word. Okay. All right, well, I'm going to close out on this. You got a new generation up there, man. Recently, you know what I'm saying, my fam, Raven Paris, just came on at 92.
She stinks. Just to let you know.
It happens.
She comes to work, her unarmed stink. I don't like her toenail polish.
Yo, come on, yo.
Her breath smells like she been drinking sausage shit every day.
God damn. Why you doing that, nigga? Come on, I love
her. Yo, you don't understand the love I have for her. She'll tell you, I have unconditional love for us. Like, what? I don't see how people hate on each other. I just don't I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, like, I don't understand it either. However,
what energy I'ma take from fucking with her?
Facts.
Why would I do that?
No, it's not necessary.
It's niggas out here blocking all day long.
Facts.
And don't know they doing it.
Facts. And some of them do know they doing it.
Yes.
Being dickheads. That's just how it is.
But that's cool. Because at the end of the day, the pendulum swings both ways.
That's a fact.
No matter what the fuck you believe in. I don't give a fuck if you're a Christian, a Buddhist, if you're Jewish, that shit does this. When they say what goes around, come around, yes, the fuck it do. It might not come when you want it, but it seems like karma been coming back hard. That karma bitch ain't playing with niggas right now.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. You know, she's making big waves, and then Flo.
Big things.
DJ
Big things.
Flo's
Flo
on
is
there.
an idiot. And I hope he gets somebody pregnant soon.
Damn. Why you...
That's my love for him. You understand? Like, you can tell the difference when somebody is saying something.
Right.
And that's why I do it.
Right.
They know I love them, yo. Flo is on, which one I'm on?
Both of them. You're on both.
All right, I do that one there.
There you go.
Flo is on Sunday through Thursday. It's called The Vibe, 10 p.m. on 90Q, 10 to 12 with my man Rich on the switch.
Yeah.
And Raven Paris is going to be the next whoever.
She doing it.
She going to be the next Raven Paris. Have your own lane. Fuck who's before you.
Facts. So
I hope I be the PorkChop. I hope somebody else be like, yo, I want to be like me. Like, be like yourself. Fuck it.
I want to be like you. You lit.
You fat. You halfway there.
Yeah, facts. that is a fucking fact.
Halfway there, nigga.
That is definitely a fact.
You got diabetes?
No.
Oh, well, you ain't nowhere near
no,
that.
no.
I got diabetes. I got kidney disease.
Yeah, that's
high
crazy.
blood pressure.
Yeah, I don't have
had
high blood
multiple
pressure.
operations all over the
Yeah,
place.
I've never been in a hospital for any reason.
Are you
outside
serious?
of just regular.
I've had my vocal cords.
Oh, that's
They
crazy.
thought I had throat cancer. Had my gallbladder taken out.
Oh Lord.
I don't have cartilage in my knees.
God damn.
I have both my meniscus torn.
I don't even know what that is.
I had a heart attack when I was 19.
God damn. Yeah.
That's what I am, yo. God put you through tests so you can have a testimony.
God damn. So what, you gonna fly planes next? I don't know.
I think the next thing I'm gonna do is just help my community.
You help your community every day.
No, I mean definitely.
But
Ready for this?
Let's
Real
go.
quick before we go out.
no, go ahead.
One of my homeboys asked me to officiate their wedding. So when I leave here,
Right.
I'm going home to study because you could get it online like in 24 hours.
Right. You can become like a reverend or something like that, or
No. Just officiate the wedding.
you gotta.
And I'm a DJ the wedding. So I'm going to get paid to say, would you take this man and
That's
this
lit.
woman? And then I'm going to burn the fucking reception down.
That's lit.
See?
Yo, if I ever get married, you do that for me?
Fuck yeah, why not?
Officiate and then burn it
2
down
years.
on a 2
2
years?
years.
2 years?
2 years.
All right, cool. That's what's up. We're gonna let. So
And
I
I'm getting an ice cream truck, which is hard as shit. I mean, hard to get.
I'm just saying, where did that come from?
I had a dream that I was on an ice cream truck, right? So for the ice cream truck, I want to also get back to the kids. Like I want to have fruit on the ice cream truck
Get out of here.
and give away like, even though it's candy gonna be on the truck too,
Right.
for you to buy.
Right.
I'm gonna have pre-packaged bags and fruit, and I'm talking to the director of Cool Smiles. So when I give you the bag, the kids, I'm gonna give you toothbrushes and toothpaste.
Let's do it. If you need
Oh,
help,
looking for this fucking truck is killing me.
What's the name of the joint? What's the name of the ice cream truck gonna be?
Uncle Chop's Candy Shop.
That shit hard. Wait a minute. How big it need to be? You know what? We'll talk about it off here.
You know
we'll
what?
talk about that off here.
Let's talk to my wife right now because we live on the podcast, and my wife just called, baby.
Part 2.
Yes, honey.
Hey, we live, baby.
That's wonderful.
What's up?
Just called to tell you that I missed you.
I miss you too. What time you getting home?
Call me when you're done. We'll have that conversation. It's going to be a minute.
Okay, baby. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Aww.
I met her in September, DJing L's Appreciation 2012. We text each other, not on some, hey, what's up shit, but that's when my gallbladder started fucking up. So in December, she was like, you need to go to the doctor. I was like, all right, I'll go. I don't know what you're talking about. Then I'm dismissing her.
Right.
They was like, you have gallstones the size of 50-cent pieces. I had like 4 of them. They couldn't give me they said the medicine wouldn't break it down. So I had to get my whole gallbladder removed.
Right.
3 months passed. It's March. I'm in DJing at Choices. She was like, you want to get something to eat? I said, meet me at Choices. We'll go to Double T, go back to my house, we'll eat. Did that. Nothing. April, a whole month. We did it again. Whole month go by. My birthday comes up. She was like, I'm coming to your birthday party. Cool. She spent the night. That next day, we was like, let's go to Kobe's to get something to eat. We go to Kobe's and had a conversation about marriage. She spent the night, woke up the next morning, was like, hey, if we go to Towson right now, we could get married. I was like, you serious? You want to get married? She was like, yeah, because we was talking about it. We was like, fuck it, let's get married. And we got married that Friday. 5 years later, we are now. 1 + 1 = 1.
Boom. Because somebody said yesterday 1 + 1 = 3. But
That too.
Thank you.
That too. He's smart. Hey. He's an idealist.
all right, shout out to the engineer. All right. So that is nigga, give me a fist bump.
My man.
That's the illest wrap up to a podcast ever.
You don't understand,
that was a tear jerk, and I was like, yo. And then we got married, and 5 years later, we still together.
Hold up. Hold my mic real quick. This is how much I love my wife. This tattoo means the world to me. I be trying to show people and say I love my wife this much.
Wow. That is
I pulled it up. I pulled the light up.
That is super hard.
Oh, we don't got no audio.
You gotta plug everything back up. You gotta plug everything back up.
That was me.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2.
Is the audio recording like it's supposed to? And we're back. We lost a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
He just got finished showing us his tattoos.
I
love my wife this much, and it's all the way across. Do you design all that stuff yourself? Do you draw, sketch it out? Would you be willing to sketch out a couple pieces for me?
Not at all.
Okay. Is that... Was that saying
My
yes
man
or no?
Cookie Man do all my tattoos. Cookie Man Island City.
Okay.
That's my son Dallas.
All right.
Named after the best football team ever. My daughter Braylon.
This nigga said, okay.
I'm
Shout out to
45. My team been through hell.
And back. And then back in the hell.
That's all right. We be good.
We shout out to them.
We have a better record than the Ravens. I'll tell you that much this year.
Damn. All right, so at that point, because I don't know enough about sports to have a whole conversation.
You don't?
I don't watch sports at all.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I don't. I'm like, I'm a
You know what? What's the day? July 8th,
What?
9th, or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Before back to school start, I'm going to interview you. We're going to switch seats.
That's lit. And at this point, I'm wrapping this podcast up, bro. I just want to say thank you so much, sir. After so many years.
This the shit.
This interview was as great as I imagined it would be in my mind, my G. Like
This part
and even
1.
better. Part 1. This was lit. You know
Part
what
2,
I'm
we're
saying?
going to do it again.
Definitely. We got to turn up some more because there's a couple other questions I'm going to bring in. But I felt like the way you just ended that with the marriage part, I don't want to go no further than that. That was lit.
Whatever you want to do, I'm here for you.
For real. Let's do it. Next time, we'll do something different, and that'll be it. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to follow King9 Designs. Don't forget to subscribe on Instagram at VVC Radio, at King9 Designs, at JS #1 Supplier. Also at PorkChop 410. Don't forget to also follow the podcast, Google Play, iTunes, and all of that. It's Aries Lounge Radio. And then check out all of our old podcasts that you might have missed, from Dookie Man to Tate's. We done did 3-4 Tate interviews. He's retarded. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget, we just did our joint with 100 Grand Man. We if you haven't watched it, Stars. Shout out to Stars. And we
He's
got
a
more
great
coming.
artist.
Yeah, definitely. We love y'all. We out of here. Peace.
Love y'all. I fight!